Alright. Let's play some gun disassembly. In other words, a virtual version of my other hobby. I am my own armorer, so I kind of fully disassemble things on a regular basis. So I can tell you this game is pretty spot on. A lot of the weapons in here are my personal weapons, like the 1911 and the CZ75, and I've completely detail stripped the 1911. The CZ75, I haven't gone completely all the way down because if you've never worked on that gun, it's a fucking nightmare. And that's not my personal music, that's in the game. I just switched over to the heavy soundtrack, and the music's pretty good. That they got is pretty good. I don't know if it's licensed or not. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble with YouTube or whatever. I'll just delete the video off YouTube if it's an issue. Also have a meditation soundtrack. That's pretty cool. Rock, action. The basic soundtrack was pretty cool. I'll probably switch over to my own soundtrack at some point. But yeah, I'm trying to unlock shit and do some practice. But yeah, this game is actually on Twitch, but not YouTube. It's pretty cool, generic metal soundtrack, but yeah, so I've got about 13 hours in this. I was not expecting to like this. I kind of downloaded it like, this is some free-to-play bullshit, but there's some good free-to-play stuff out there. Dirty Bomb, definitely. But I didn't think the actual disassembly would be good. I took apart the 1911 and was like, wow, that's actually the order and like how you actually take it apart. CZ75, it wasn't 100% accurate, and there was some definite issues with a few things. Like, you can definitely take out the nut and springs holding down the mag release without taking out the trigger, but it's a nightmare to do. But then taking out anything in that gun is a nightmare. It's not fun to work on. I don't have the USP unlocked. The USP in the 1911 I've completely detail stripped, but the USP, once you get to them in the grid, they're cheaper to unlock. But to unlock it right now is like 30,000 experience points, and that takes like a couple days to save up, so I don't have the patience. I mean, they're gonna do the Jericho or the Desert Eagle next. This is just a CZ75 clone. I almost got single action. It's the decocker variant though. That one's not as cool. What that thumb safety one? That one's cool. 941 FS. I will one day own one of these in probably 40 caliber to kind of recreate that 41 caliber, that kind of weird cartridge that never took off. Plus, I need another good 40. I have a couple of 40s, but I've sold most of them. The only one I still have is I have the XTM, which I'm selling, and the USP 40, which is amazing. I'm not getting rid of that. And it just looks cool. I love steel frame. I'm kind of done with plastic guns. Still got my Glocks. I keep my USP, but I like them as sidearms, secondary weapons. I don't like them as like my main carry gun. I want a steel fighting pistol. The best possible gun I can fit in my waistband, which in my opinion is going to be the CZ75. Alright, so I'm probably going to unlock the Desert Eagle because then I can get my SKS. My first gun ever. But I want to do some practice. I'm trying to completely... I've done the 1911 a bajillion times, but I really want to memorize like as best I can the CZ75. So we're going to do hardcore. The custom paint job sucks, but I don't care. Alright, no matter what, you have to take out the magazine first. That's just their safety thing. You can do multiple operations at the same time, but in hardcore, but I don't really care that much. Parallel. That's a separate part, taking off the recoil spring. Mine is captive. I have an SP01, so I got a full-length guide rod that pops out the front, and a captive guide rod, which I like because it's so much easier to deal with. Then I have the ambi safety, which is a different takedown process. I have no idea how to take it off. But I'm gonna strip the slides. It's always easier to strip slides than frames. Except for H and K, but H and K, that's my USP, the slide gave me a hard time. And you would knock out that pin here. Which should tell you what tools to use. Oh, they go in from the top. I would go in from the bottom, but that's just me. Yeah, firearm pin. In hardcore, if you click on the wrong thing, it's game over. Oh, firearm pin safety. Oh, in the front sight. Oh, you can't take out the bushing either. That was the other thing. I'm like, what? There's a 1911S bush, 1911S bushing in there, but I guess that's more reminiscent of the Browning high power. I don't have a high power, so I couldn't tell you. Alright, I need to be very careful not to fuck this up. We got that next, which they make it look easy, but on an ambi, it's not. They got the pin down here. Try that motherfucker out. That's still sucking like that. Screw there, you can take out of that. Motherfucker, I left the clock on. Had a little interruption. I'll open up Restream chat just in case I get one of my regulars here. All's good. Restart. Alright. It's really hard to grind EXP in this game. The only way to do it is really quizzes, which I kind of like. So you can get free actions right here. There we go, 3. This is a neat little generic soundtrack. I always forget that, the spring. You don't need to move around as much as I am. I actually like watching everything. I like to imagine the hammer and punches. Push down on that. Extractor. I always mix up the words ejector and extractor, but they're not one and the same. I think I have to take that out first. I get the mainspring. I love DASA guns, man. Let's say I unlock the Glock, it's gonna be like boring. When I built my Glock, I mean, I figured out the trigger just by literally just looking at it and then putting it together like Legos. I did not have to look at an armor's manual like I've had to do with all my double, single, and single action rolling guns. So let me just... That's the ejector right there. Knocks the cases out. And then the sear, firing pin block, whatever. I don't want to click on the parts for fear of messing something up. And then for some reason you take out the... I'd have to study it, but I don't think you have to take out the mag brake to remove the hammer. But I'm pretty sure the game will ding me if I try to take out the hammer without taking out the mag brake first. Which, on a modern CZ75, doesn't actually do anything anymore. On the older CZ75s, they would stop the magazine from falling out completely. Alright, so that's all out. Let's take out the spring that holds the slide catches and makes my life hard with... Even takedown is a little bit of a pain with the CZ, but CZ75 is amazing, so I forgive it. Okay, so you see the hammer's hooking over that, so you can't remove the trigger just yet. So then you remove the hammer. Hardcore mode, so no mistakes. We would knock out the pin here. It's the strut. Disconnector. Now the trigger should just all come out. Move the pin down there. Big ass trigger bar. That's an impressive looking trigger bar. That doesn't even compare to a clock. And we got these parts I've removed. They're a pain in the ass. Screw and springs. You would think they'd be a pain to take out, but they are. I got scratches on the inside of my frame to prove it. But I didn't take out all the other parts first. That's it. I could have done that like in half that time I wasn't talking. Oh, you could. Make sure don't accidentally click on the wrong thing and it's game over. You stick that in, it doesn't matter when you put that in. Trigger assembly. Can go in there. Reassemble that. I always do the frame, and I do this with my Rogan, so I always reassemble the frame, trigger group or the frame first before I do the slide. This is how I work. I gotta reassemble this hammer stuff. Hammer time! Get back in. I'm nervous, I don't want to fail. Pressure. Then we would put the pin back in. Put the brake back in for whatever reason. Put the mainspring back. Triggers in so we can put the safety back on and the associated detent. Yeah, put the magazine back together and like. Alright, so there's the frame. Not too complicated. It's much harder to work on than a 1911, but it's probably a little more straightforward than a 1911, in my opinion. Always gotta remember to put that part back in first, that the fire antenna. Extractor's already back in, not the ejector. Ejector's right here. Put the spring back on, put the barrel back in. I was telling you half the time. Put that back in. I like how it lines up with the mag back in. Good to go. 6 minutes. What's my daily? Daily place 4th. Ah, shit. I want to get that award for getting in the top 3. I wonder if that was because I actually got 3 parts moving at once. I'll try that again. Yeah, if it wasn't. Alright. Not rush the safety check. Oh, fucked up. You know, the magazine completely come out as part of the safety check. There we go, 3. Another 3 right there. Did I get the extractor already? No. There's a slide. Slide's nothing. Take out the trigger. Make sure I don't accidentally click on the frame. Get that out. Fade out. Mainspring. Yeah. Oop, almost forgot that pen. Ah, it comes out. Minute 28. Told I could do it in half the time that I had posted there. Let's put this motherfucker back together. Base game is very fam. Oh, I lost the sniper. It's accidentally clicked on the wrong part of the trigger. Oh, whatever. Maybe I can still get the third place. Now I can click on whatever. Alright. I gotta actually put the trigger back in. That wasn't even like a legit mistake. That was an accidental click, but how this game is. I gotta put the mag brake in. Put the brakes back on while I'm just. Oh, good. I put the trigger back. Without that sniper bonus, I'm probably not going to get that high score I need. I got my time just over like 3 minutes, so. Hey, 3 minutes, 4 seconds. Yeah, daily plays 7th. You got way higher with sniper. Fuck! Restarting. Like a puzzle game for gun nerds. There we go, 3 parts. If you do make a mistake, hold the click down so it becomes a camera movement. Hang on, I forget that thing. Oh, minute 30. Okay, that's not bad. I forgot the spring. Recoil spring. All right. Kinds of multitasking here. Alright, is it trigger? No, trigger's not back in. That's to focus here. Get back in. Oh wow, I think I'm gonna get it under 3 minutes. Boom. Under 3 minutes. That better be top 3. Yeah, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Daily plays number 3. Boom. On camera, motherfucker. Yeah, I know this gun. Now I have to actually disassemble it in real life, which is a lot harder than this game makes it look, especially on hardcore mode. Oh, you actually get a credit for that? Did I get a credit for this? Ah, 400 EXP. Yeah, they're so stingy with credits. I know it's $20 right now to unlock like just all the weapons. I think I'm just gonna do that because it takes like even the daily puzzles, which are freaking hard. It takes like a month just to get 3 credits. That might get you 1 gun. I still don't have the time. What's the time? Game mode in 4 minutes. I could do that easy. Take a little break from that one though. I haven't done the... That's one further. I haven't done the 1911 in a bit. See if I can still do this in hardcore. If I fail, I'm just gonna quit. I know my custom paint sucks on this one, but I was just kind of messing around. Alright. Okay, yeah, magazine. This time's gonna suck, and I'm sure this one's highly competitive because most people have this gun. You're missing all the blood from when you take that out. I'm not going for a speed demon run on this. I love how the rear slide just pops off. And then that comes out the front. 1911 slides are super easy to work. When you take the fire pin out, just push it in, and if that's not fitted right, that part can actually fall off. Or fire, or drop down. I shouldn't say fall off. You have to get like some cheap Brazilian made 1911. Fuck. YouTube is going to partially monetize this video. Gun content. Drop the pin right there. Alright, no one's leaving me alone today. Okay, I gotta take out the mainspring. I forgot you can use WASD in this. What the fuck else do I need to do? 1911 gets a little weird. I gotta take out that. I thought I remember that safety being a pain in the ass to take out, but I haven't disassembled the frame completely. I've taken the slide down most of the frame. I know how to take the plunger out. I think I take out the grip safety? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going for record timer. I think I need this like leaf spring thing here. Sear spring. The weirdest springs in the gun. Fuck. Pen. Hammer pen. And I think I can just take it out now. Right? Okay, there we go. And I need to take out. What is this thing here? Sear and disconnected. Okay. Then is that the mag catch, right? Okay, yeah, mag catch. And then we can pull the trigger straight out. Six parts left. Oh, probably the magazine. Three. Fuck. Oh. That. One. Not the rear sight. Oh, this. I just forget to take that spring out. For me, it just falls out. Never had to consciously put that back. You know, right in the beginning, I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna put the magazine back together. I don't think I've broken down my 1911 mags yet. Put the ejector back on. I have a 1911 A1 clone. I have the Norinco. It's a little sloppy and floppy, but I like it. Not too bad. Probably a pretty close representation of a 1911. Oh, and then I'm gonna put the mag catch back in. And I'm gonna put the sear and the disconnector. And the pin, which is just labeled pin in the game. And hammer? Got some techno death metal. We'll put the mainstream mechanism back. I haven't taken that apart yet either. Leaf? Sear spring? I'm saying leaf spring. And then put the safety plunger. That thing will go flying on you. Fuck! I lost the sniper, but whatever. Alright, you gotta put that back on. And then that. I don't really care all that much. I'm not trying to place on this gun. This is the second gun you get, so... Most people should be placing pretty well. Oh. Barrel length. I have never taken that off in a detail strip. I can't think of a single reason why you would take that off. Barrel bushing. My favorite thing to play with ever. That's right, you gotta put that back in. Then you decock the hammer. That back in. My buddy has a tool to work the barrel bushing. I've yet to get one. Almost got it perfect. I almost got the hardcore. I have gotten it. I've gotten it hardcore before, but it's so tempted to get the Jericho. It'd be so easy to work on. But I want to get the M59-66 right here. Got 102 parts. But That's a Yugo. I don't know why it has the Russian. It's Russian design, but M5966 is Yugoslavian. I don't know about the Desert Eagle. Oh, I can do the quiz. I grind points. That is a... Oh, fuck me. Mauser. Oh, God, come on. That's a fuck mark. 5-7. Oh, what the fuck is that? The Manculickerberg. Derringer. That is the... Fuck. I don't think... That's not the PTR. AT boys. That is that a cult single action on me? Fuck. I'm not 100% sure. The R needs by failing them. Best I've ever done is 10. That was single action armor. I should have just went for it. That gun has a lot of clones though. It could have been a Ruger Old Army. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. Is it Ruger Old Army black powder? My buddy has a black powder Ruger. No, it's got me 8,000 experience, so I really want a Desert Eagle on. I could get this thing, which I'm not all that interested in. Then that'll give me the AT boys, AMT backup, PPS H41, and then that'll give me access to the Derringer. I think there's a spaz right there. No, it's a single shotgun. I want the Mossberg 500. Because I did that on a new game on my phone, and I know that gun inside and out. Because it's hard, but I'm like, yeah, right. I've disassembled that gun so many times. It's like really, when you break down and field trip a shotgun, most of the guns are already dismantled. The rest of the stuff just takes a little brute force with repeater. That's 8,000 too. And that'll give me access to that's the XDM right there. Which I've only partially stripped the slide. The striker fire guns are pretty easy. But I want the M5966. Soundtrack is so me. I don't even know if you guys can hear me well. I think I'm going to turn down the game music a little bit. I just turn up my speaker. But yeah, I just cranked up my headphones. Fuck. Well, if it's EXP, I can just grind quizzes. Not that big a deal. This is pretty cool too. How much is that? Oh, 8,000. I got the MP40, which it's interesting, but like older designs that haven't like held the test of time, like even the MP5, like that's done. The roller delayed mechanism is done. I do kind of want one, like the semi-auto one, just for shits and giggles, but not enough because they're so expensive. The G3 I want, which is stupid expensive in this game. And then in real life, they're like, if you can build one out of surplus parts, you can get that way under $1,000. Winchester, not that in the lever guns. I'll just do the Desert Eagle just to get the M5966. I still have no idea where the USP is. This will give me 2,000 EXP left over, so it'll be easier to... Desert Eagle! I don't know, as a teenager, I thought these were the coolest thing ever. Nah, I was like, I see them in the gun store used gun rack all the time, and I think there's a reason. I never even asked to hold it. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Ah, there's the USP right there. APS, that I do want. I also want a Makarov. I gotta find the Makarov on here too. That gun I have detail stripped. It is so fucking simple. And really cool. You love East Block guns. I have a CZ52 as well. So cool. CZ52 I haven't gone... I don't even think I've completely field stripped that. That is a complex gun. Supposedly reliable, but... Alright. Field strip. No idea how to field strip a Desert Eagle. That's the 44. That's probably the model I would get. I used to have a 44 Magnum 629-1 first handgun. That's a fucking fat magazine. Single stack. They just pull that off? Oh, there's like a... Oh! You just drop that. And it just pulls the whole barrel off. Holy shit, that was like an AR-15 locking lugs right there. Holy shit. Beefy that fucking barrel is. That better be accurate as balls. My balls are pretty accurate. Alright, I'm gonna, can I get the settings from here? I'm gonna load up my own soundtrack real quick. Boobar 2000! Remember it was terminated abnormally? Oh yeah, my computer crashed during my last stream. Sorry about that. If I exit Foobar with a track playing, it will keep going. That's copyright music too, so let's get one of my ripped game soundtracks. How did my Tekken Fight stream? Yeah. I'm gonna set it to random. I'm gonna turn the volume like all the way down. Hey, give me a sec. This is loading off an external drive that's asleep. Alright, that's cool. That just slides. Jesus Christ, that frame is fucking bulky. I think I figured out why I lost interest in it. It's like the inverse of the sleek CZ75 steel frame gun. It's just bulky as fuck. Dude, it's like an AR-15 bolt right there. And it's direct gas impingement, right? Whoa, look at those guide rods, man. It's like a rifle that someone made into a handgun. I actually know someone that concealed carries these, a 50 cal version too. I'm like, dude, if you had to defend yourself with that, you would lose both eardrums. Just blow your fucking eardrums. I'm so glad I stopped carrying a 357. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Once I went and fired my carried ammunition, I put 38 specials in it. I got smart. 38 special plus power, which I have shot multiple times at the range plus power. Absolutely loved that gun after I put 38s in it. So accurate. I love the 38. Out of a 4-inch barrel, my snub nose revolver, I stopped carrying that thing because it was loud as fuck and almost as weak as a 380. Do not miss that gun. I like the field strip on it. You know, each part probably weighs like 2 pounds. Put the magazine in. Yeah, and the safety too. Like if you draw that out of defense, like how would you reach the safety? You would need to use your other hand to activate the safety. The stupidest fucking slide mount safety. There's so much dumb things about this gun. The size of the rounds in it. Oh my god. I'd rather have like that Kunan, was it the Kunan 357? Or I just want to disassemble the mag right away. Okay, that's a cool looking follower. Or Grizzly would be fucking cool if I had to do 44 mag. Grizzly would just be fucking badass. And they did the Grizzly and 50 AE as well. That sucks they stopped making those. That I would actually want Grizzly. Be all over that. How'd it come off? Oh, is that this thing right here? Oh, that's the mag release. Mag catch or whatever. How did the grip come off? How did I miss? Because there's the mainspring component in there, or does that do any? Or is that just a button you press? Grip pen. Oh, that just serves to lock it in place. Okay, so you would push down on that. Is there a mainspring in the grip? What is this thing? That's part of the frame. Alright, let's actually detail strip this thing. Or build strip it. Get all the individual components. I'm legit fascinated with it. Nothing I would ever own. I mainly picked up the games I wanted to study the guns I actually own. Oil springs. Gas piston. What was direct gas impingement? I'll have to watch the operations section, and hopefully they show you not all the operation video, interactive operation bit I'll show in a minute. They don't only show you where the gas goes. Sometimes they'll show like where the gas goes represented in red on X-ray, but wow, my generic game soundtrack sounds like the generic rock soundtrack in the game. That safety is balls. Firing pin. That's kind of 1911-ish. I'm feeling like a cross between the 1911 and an AR-15. That's what I'm feeling right now. Holy shit, like, why would you have a safety that complicated? Just give me a fucking thumb safety. I mean, the hammer's like right there. President is this immense hammer, but maybe it's bigger in person, I don't know. Bolt guide pin. Thought that was trigger safety. There's your AR-15 bolt right there. Bolt stabilizer assembly. Kind of regret unlocking this because there's no way I'm doing like hardcore on this, or I might do game mode and like that's it. Jericho, I'll probably do hardcore on. It's basically a CZ75 with a slide safety. I just bought this to get the M5966 SKS, motherfucker. Got the feed ramp right there. Can you take the feed ramp out? No. Slide catch assembly. Barrel lock pin. Only 68 parts. Well, some of those parts weigh like 2 pounds. Hammer pin. Mechanism housing. Oh my. Interesting trigger. What's the what? Hammer. Yeah, this is weird. Like the 911, you gotta click on like every fucking pin, and then other guns, you click on the components, and then the pin slides out itself. So I'm mixing they kind of changed their approach to things, or they had multiple people putting these together. But I got a feeling the 1911 was a very early one, so no point in. I feel like the CZ75, like so much, like the pins and stuff just automatically came out for me. I have one thing to do. That front sight. We've successfully disassembled the gun. I have exactly 2,500 EXP. What rank? Yeah, 10 more unlocks and 10,000 EXP. Well, EXP will come like nothing. But gold plated. I think now they do titanium. Something. These are definitely cool looking. Like the dull as fuck stainless, or dull as fuck. I like them when they're black. The stainless, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Black oxide, like a matte finish. That's cool. They like did in the first Matrix, or the armor is like, that's a wanker pistol, which is true. Armor assembly cover. Well, we start with the trigger because that's the part that's gonna fuck you up. Sear. It's a hell of a sear. Hammer housing. Hammer spring retainer. I gotta put the trigger back in first. Neat trigger mechanism. But I can easily see how they could have added a thumb safety in there. Just block the hammer. And then I can't tell by looking. There's probably a hammer safety on that. I don't see any notches for it though. Could be wrong. But the hammer safety is... I'd rather have a hammer safety over a trigger safety, but there's probably a trigger safety in here. Like this bolt guide pin. I don't know. I don't see a trigger safety. That I recognize from double action, single action pistols. But I been new. Alright, finished putting the frame back together. Hammer pin. Ear pin. Magazine catch pin. And there was a screw I had to put back in, right? Screw! Not even label it, it's a screw. Yourself. Barrel lock. Barrel lock pin. Put the barrel lock back. Bulky as fuck. Put that front sight back on. Put the magazine back together. Slide has a lot of parts to it, relatively speaking. Rear sight. Like the rear sight. Like the safety is fucking weird, like just overcomplicated. Extractor. Oh, the ejector is built into the bolt. I don't know if the AR is like that. I should know. Built one up from parts. Stabilizer assembly. Weird. I got the bolt and I'm like, this is a rifle bolt, man. Turkey coma. Even that was like a rifle component. Fire and pin. Makes the fun happen. I'm gonna put the gas piston back in. So I'm guessing that's how it's direct gas impingement. It like pushes on the front of the gun basically. Or it pushes against like where the barrel is. I don't know. I'm done trying to understand it. Your pen. Heard that's like a recoil mechanism on a Mark 19. Okay, I see. So it would shoot gas. I use WASD. Well as QE, so it's QWEASD. I gotta see an X-ray. Oh my god, I did it! Operation. This I really want to see. That's on the few guns with a muzzle flip. X-ray. I'm going to slow-mo. Okay, I was right. Okay, so there's a gas tube that goes on. It shoots into that. Times 50. The gas. Oh, they did a good job with the gas operation. I see. Then it's pushing the bolt back. Or I guess, did you call it a slide or a bolt carrier? A slow bolt carrier. Oh, there we go. Now we can see a little more. Asshole bullets. Looks like it would have to have a slow cyclic rate. I've only ever held a Desert Eagle replica, like an airsoft gun. It's still like 3 pounds. Felt good in my hand, actually. I got tiny hands. I had no problem reaching the trigger. I'm sure I was probably H-gripping it, though, and probably would have given me, like, a horrible bloody mess while at the range. My 44 mag revolver bruised me a few times. It was too big for my hands. Even my Kel-Tec P40 bruised me, but that thing had kicked even worse. I don't know why I carried it. Reload my action movie hero gun. Cutaway mode. Which... no way that could possibly... yeah, I guess... no, that couldn't possibly work on cutaway. This is the gases. Nowhere to get. Let's put a scope on it. Die, you fucking dare! For survivors! That's one way to bruise your hands. Just slide color. Pick the black. I like that. There we go. Mr. Anderson. Back reload. I think there's a shooting range I can get with the Desert Eagle. Back reload. Can I get a full magazine and then one in the chamber? But to do X-ray to see. I can't tell. Let's top it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think so. I think the 44 holds 8 in the mag. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, come on. Yeah, that is ugly. I got some EXP, right? Game. Do I want to do that in game mode? 5 minutes till the quiz. 5966. 8,000 EXP. Sweet. That was like 12 or more. That was high. SKS is a Soviet automatic. They... Isn't the M5966 the Yugoslavian designation, or am I wrong? That is the Yugo. There's the grenade launcher at the end. Some of them did have scope mounts, but those were like added after the fact. That was like more of an assassin's weapon. It was definitely not a precision weapon. I think I've mostly stripped my SKS. You gotta be careful taking them out of the stocks though, because you can fuck with the betting and kill your accuracy. Yeah, there's a gas cutoff valve. I got some Quake 2 music going here. Flip up grenade launcher site. Yeah, this is the fucking Yugo model. Why is it not? Place of origin. No, the design is from... Fuck. Yugoslavian PAP? No, it's the M5966. And all their stuff's from Wikipedia. I forgot about that. I'm not too fond of. So show their actual source. From World War II? Now. God damn it, guys. Oh, what's that underneath? Oh, is that the G3? I'd be so... That might be the FAL. I take either one, because I'm most likely going to build a G3, because they're kind of, like, cheap. FALs can get expensive to make, and the reputation for reliability doesn't seem to be as high, at least not in a desert environment. G3, absolutely. FAL, I don't know. Sorry, I'm coughing in the direction of my microphone. Oh, I got the STG, we got the DP something. Got some, was it a Maxim gun maybe? No, British, I don't know. Yeah, I love Quake 2. I like to get up here. Is there some stuff? This is 3 credits. That's taking me a month to get. Like, fuck that. Thompson. That's a flintlock. I want a shotgun, damn it. Preferably the one I own. I haven't done any revolvers yet. That's the LCR right there. Which I was never crazy impressed about those because they're bigger than... Not K... J... They're bigger than J-frames. And the trigger, like everyone raves about the trigger. I don't think the trigger was that good. It's very, like, stagey. It's light near the end. I don't like that. AS Val. Let's see how much this run. Ugh. Yeah, fuck that. Not that cool. I'll probably never ever see one in person. Maybe at a museum, maybe like decades from now. Oh, 42 seconds. Oh, I'm just gonna wait till I can do the quiz again. Mars automatic pistol. There's an ugly mofo right there. I do want this though. That's cool. What cartridge is that? 40 parts. Cartridge. I wish they would tell you the caliber, or what calibers they came in. If I can do well on this quiz, I could get that M5966 pretty fast. There you go, quiz. Oh, fuck me, what is that? Ah, good guess. SVD, right? Yeah. That is M500. What in the fuck is that? Process elimination. What is that? Not that. Is it the Bergman? Not the. Is it a, no Mal? No, it's not a Mauser. I think it's the Bergman 1910. No, is it? Yeah, it was. Just fucking clicked on it. Oh well, 1200 EXP. I'm not gonna complain. Ready back at the 4000. Almost to the Jericho. And I think after that, I think that's the car 98. I don't think that doesn't look like a Springfield. I want the Mosin they got too. I have a Mosin X Sniper that's pretty fucking boss. Cause they're the like modern day accurate ones, like accurate as a modern rifle. As far as I know, some of them. But if you read accounts, they can shoot as wide as 4 MOA. But if you get lucky, you can get it between 1 and 2. I gotta test it. Mine's in like pristine condition. I could have gotten a sniper like with the actual mount still on there, or capable of taking the scope. But it would have been in worse condition, possible rust in the bore. And I would have had like getting the scope on mount on there is a pain in the ass. So I just got the X Sniper in like pristine condition. Like the bore is still silver, like it was barely shot, and it cost me a few $100 for a high quality X Sniper. I didn't get it off Gunbroker or anything. I got it right from the importer, right out of Yugoslavia, I think. I'm just gonna knock out the rear sight and just mount a scope right there. Use a modern scope mount. I'm not gonna put the old scopes back on. I'm not gonna re-sniper it either. Fuck that. I was clicking on it like I was gonna buy that. Yeah, they get cheaper when you go through the grid. Uzi, that was a fun one to work on. I love like more modern open bolt subguns. World War II stuff. Let's do game. Oh, I love the sound it makes. I gotta shoot one at some point. I just don't like loud ass guns anymore. Like, I'll make an exception for rifles. Like I'll go up to like 5.56. I'm gonna start getting to like 30 cal anymore. Like I said, AK rounds. My SKS isn't too bad. When we start getting into like 30-06, 7.62 308 Winchester. I did shoot my number 4. Was it the Mark 4 number 4 Mark 1? Fuck. The last bolt action the Brits had. The Enfield. Was it number 4 Mark 1? Mark 2? Fuck. It is in this game. There's the was the SMLE. I have the one with the aperture sight. I have that one. I ran a box through that. It wasn't too loud, but it's not as high of a pressure cartridge as a 308. Nowhere near it. Or not a little bit. The Mosin's a loud motherfucker. I haven't shot mine yet. Still got the Cosmoline in it. I'm probably not gonna get Sniper. I don't remember the fucking... Fuck! Clicked on the wrong part. I'll get Zen though. Not much to that part. Can't really see where the gas comes out of, can you? Then that model... Oh, there's a little hole right there. I didn't put the hole in the barrel. I didn't even texture the bore. It didn't even texture the bore. There's no bore texture. That's a massive fucking oversight. Unless I'm just... No, there's definitely no rifling. I think I noticed that in another gun. They didn't texture the bore. Lame. I think I just heard this song. Visual 98 soundtrack. It's all nice and captive. I would never want to take that apart. Probably some heavy ass springs in there. Pseudo 70s soundtrack. Colossal fuck. That's a cool feeder amp. Looks colossal. It's probably not. It's just wide. Stupid thing, huh? Pop that out. There's just a lot of bulky parts on there. They're just bulky because they're bulky. Jeez. Stupid. Hammer pin. Is there a reason why I have to take those out in order? I wish the game would explain more shit to me. Like, you take this part out because this part blocks it. It does somewhat with highlighting. But not really. Was I like bolted on the frame? I want more technical details. You don't take that apart? Good. Fuck, did I take that apart? Where are the pins I need to knock out? If this was my gun, I would just start knocking out pins. Like, oh, let's take this out and take that out and take this out. Ah, my eye! There's a spring lodged in my eye. I have no idea what I'm doing. That was the same songs. Okay, there's a spring right there, so I can see why you wouldn't just knock that out. The kind of guns I like are the ones you can just kind of figure that shit out. Oh, there we go. But how would you... That's obstructed. How would you get that out? Ah, I bend that part down. See, we're learning now. Let's pull that motherfucker out. Disconnect it. Hey kids, we are learning how to detail strip our... Well, we don't know what tools to use. Which will tell you is like, you would use this tool to take this part out. Like, just like a little tool highlight for your tool. See, you just click on the part, you don't click on the pin like on that 1911. Get that pin out. Get that spring out. Alright, we got the trigger. That is kind of a cool trigger housing. If I ever had like loads of money, I'd buy a Desert Eagle to still get the trigger. I had like oogles and ogles monies. I only work on one part at a time. That part's 1911-ish. Take that part out. Assembly. Well, stabilizer assembly. I'm gonna explain what that does. I don't know if the Forgotten Weapons YouTube channel has covered Desert Eagle. Not really forgotten. Or my soundtrack is clearly not on random. Nah, never mind. There's a lot going on there. Holy shit. Alright, guys. Just the action music. We gotta put this back together and then use it. Fight off the whatever bad guys. Probably whoever's about to invade Israel. You get it? Because Jews made it. Israelis. Well, no, IWI finished it. It was originally an American concept by Magnum Research. I wonder why IMI of all people would fix it. I associate them with military weapons, not freaking sporting pistols. I have no idea. I don't know anything. I know how to put a CZ-75 and a 1911 together, back together. That's it. All these other guns, I don't know. My rank is gonna suck. Fuck else do I need to take apart? I'm stupid. That no armor would ever work on. I'm gonna do what I always do and put the trigger together first. Wiggle things so they turn green. Pretty sure I should be able to put... Oh, that's something else. I can put that back. That's the hammer spring retainer. That thing right there, that's the hammer spring. I understand some of these parts. Spring. See, hammer back. Always goes back together easier. I gotta put the hammer housing. So I gotta put the trigger back in first. So you don't dismantle that part. Hammer pin. And the sear pin in that order. The parts I just put back in there just to get them out of the way. Oh, I can't put the grip back on. I think I have to put magazine catch back together. Ejector. Spring-loaded ejector. Interesting. I'll have to check that again on slow-mo, see how that ejects. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, some guns have the extractor and ejector on the bolt. This is one of them. And it's like, in the game I didn't know which ones had it, I knew just in general. But some guns do that. Some guns are weird. this retarded thing back together. Big ass firing pin. Everything on this gun is big. Even the compensator's big. Although I think the gun itself is a compensator. So why do you have to put the gas piston in before? Ah, I see, it goes over top. That's why. Not too bad. It comes back together quick. Taking it apart, I could probably be a little faster. I could definitely not do hardcore with this. What's my total? This assembly was 3 minutes. Disassembly was 7. So I had 10 minutes right there. Daily place is 14th. Well, free to play, so a lot of people probably didn't even get that far. I want to get number 1 in some super game. I could definitely do a super game. Hardcore. Hardcore I cannot do with this. I just don't want to. +4 or more made in Israel. Oh, there's the Galil in this game, which is a shit ton of EXP and credits. Oh, the TAR-21, nice. That I definitely want to get. So I was thinking about getting the SAR, semi-auto rifle. I already had the Uzi, so I'm up to 2 Israeli guns. So I'm definitely getting the Jericho because it's cool. And the Israels use the actual Shek CZ75 for the longest time. There was a whole bunch that went on the surplus market, which I missed out on, so I didn't have money. I was gonna buy one for my friend so we could use the same magazine when we carried guns. Yeah, the Israel used the Shek ones, and then they made their own, and now they use Glocks because they're all gay now. And Glock's a good gun. It fits their military doctrine. They don't want complex weapons. But I think they still teach them to carry condition 3 anyway, so what's the point of having a double single gun if you're going to carry condition 3? Is it condition? Yeah, it's condition 3. I think I got that right. Empty chamber, loaded magazine. Was that condition 1? No, I think condition 1 is magazine loaded, chamber loaded, safety on. I don't give a fuck about that. So I carry all my guns cocked and locked, that's all I know. Or if it's a Glock, then I just have one in the chamber. Because like there's like 3 passive safeties on there. Like I'm gonna be okay. It's not gonna shoot my dick off. Is it still manufactured in Israel? Or they move it? I don't know what the fuck Madden Research does. I got the new aluminum frame one, which is kind of stupid. So I'm sure most of the problems I see with these guns is people limp wristing them. From what I hear from like actual hunters and stuff, they're like good guns, but I have no idea. That gun was cool. I would like to get the 92FS or 93R. This is like a car. Isn't there a car called the 93R? Japanese. Oh, the PX4. I've shot that. That's an awesome gun. I shot one in 40 cal. It felt like a 9mm. It felt fantastic. That rotating barrel just kicks ass. I just don't like the stupid fucking slide safety. If I got one, I was either gonna do decocker only, or I was gonna do it's like a revolver, every trigger pulls long. Never get a frame mounted safety, I'd be all over that gun. Just to have it. Just like another good gun lying around. Like I got my USP and my CZ75 on my main guns right now. Caparino's Italian. Cool. Spaz 12. That's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a good gun to me. I wouldn't know. CX4 Storm. Well, I got a buddy that has one of those. He likes it, but he's not thrilled about it. Like he's kind of. Saw him do like some action shooting with it, and I'm like, it just doesn't... This is not cool, man. You gotta get a 9mm AR. What Japanese guns they got? I would love a Type 99. I want one so bad because that cartridge is so cool, and those things are not very. They take the opposite of the Mosin. They're not very noisy. Call of Duty 5 replicated that pretty well. Like the gun sounds really seemed like spot on because the Mosin was like, it felt like a cannon, and then the Ariska, it seemed so quiet. I just like the way it looks. Plus, I need to get more World War II bolt guns. I only got the Enfield and the Mosin. I need the Type 99 and Springfield. And very few American guns. Mostly revolvers. Because if there's one thing we know how to make, it's 6 shooters. Handguns, not so much. We got the 1911, but we kind of messed it up. Or pistols. Pistols we were not very good with. Although Smith & Wesson actually made a good striker fire. I shot a jacked up rental. Like just fucking annihilated. The recoil spring was just gone. The gun shot fine. It was totally out of time, which some guns can't handle. Like the XDM cannot be out of time. The mag springs or the recoil spring starts going, it'll start jamming. For me, it was like once every 100 shots, but I don't like that on a carry gun. And Smith & Wesson made a good, at least the 40 cal model was good. I hear the 9mm got some issue, but what the hell do I know? I don't own it, don't really plan on it. I'm bored with plastic striker fire guns. Although the M&P 45 fits my hand nice. Got the M&P. I gotta get the M4 carbine. I'm gonna work on some AR-15s, man. That gun I can memorize. 133 parts. Oh, I know that. I built them, man. What does the M16A1 have them on? I don't know much about the A1. The M4's gotta be like a modern AM. 71, easy. I was saying in the opening tutorial that it was hard. Whatever. That'd be a fun one to see what parts they've recognized. Derringer. There we go, M&P 40, that's the one I shot. Oh, I shot the long slide one. That one's cool. 56 parts. Wow. Sigma. Ugh. Ew, why? I've shot that one. My buddy has one in 9. Ugh. This kicks so hard. It feels like a 40. Like a bad one. But it's a 9. I would not want to shoot that in 40 caliber. I got a friend that wants one in 40. I gotta talk him out of it. I'll just save up, get an M&P. My buddy got his 45 on the surplus market for like a couple $100. It was like barely shot. It looked like fucking brand new other than some holster wear. Looked it over for my buddy and I'm like, dude, you gotta score. Like, they didn't even really have holster wear on it. Kind of exaggerating. It was looked like a brand new gun. Yeah, police trade-ins. Most cops barely shoot their guns. If the surplus market is any indication. Barrett M107. Browning Auto 5. That'd be a fun one just to explore. So I've seen slow-mo firing of them. They're cool. Ingram Mag 10. I don't know why I want. Like I would take a semi-auto version. Once you get a closed bolt though, they're kind of gay. Open bolt, like I wish the ATF would let us do open bolt guns, but they don't really tolerate that. 54 parts. My first gun in here was the Tech 9. That's so cool. It's like 30 something parts. Like piss easy to memorize. Liberator. That was a pain in the ass in hardcore because it's got so few parts. It's so many of them are attached to one particular part in there. This trigger spoon thing. It was hard to get 3 parts moving at the same time. I got a buddy with a Garand in great shape. I've not shot it though. That's right, they give you the M14 at the start. I was not crazy about them. I don't know why. I got a buddy, he's got like 3 replica like airsoft M14s and they were all like 12 pounds and up. They were so heavy. And I'm like, the real ones have got to be lighter. But then again, I had a replica M27 IAR and that was like a ½ pound off from the real thing. And once I put like a battery and a loaded magazine in it, it was like the same weight. Or I know it was more. The battery I had was heavy. I miss airsoft. It's been like 3-4 years now. Chris Vector. I got a buddy with one of these. Whoa, that's a lot of parts. I wonder if it's all like accessory shit. Single action army. That definitely one I'm gonna get. Python. Never got into those either. I had my grandfather's Colt for a little while before I helped him sell it. It was a detective special. That kind I liked, but the trigger was balls. Full pocket hammer. I think I've held one of those. J-Tech M200. The Gucci gun. They look cool. I'm just like, kind of whatever. I wouldn't even care to shoot one. They're loud as fuck. Calico. I've seen one of those. They're cool. I would not mind having one of those at all. They're really cool. Not like set up like that. That looks retarded, but running M2, I'd like to have one of those. Holy shit, 383 parts. Very hard. Yeah, no shit. 10 credits. Yeah, I'm not getting that without real money. Browning M1990. I'd rather have that. M2 would just be like something that's sitting in like the bedroom for no reason. So mounted on a wall, like at my local gun store. There's an M2 mounted on the wall, like a real one. Love my local gun store. They're so nice to me. Probably because I bought an insane amount of guns from them. Like, we can't leave without buying something. I'm like, yeah, I do kind of buy something every time I go in here. Last year it was so bad. I got the SR9. And just another gay striker fired gun. I'm not into those. They were. Man, that song's a little loud. Another pseudo 70s song. I remember when they came out, like my local gun store, there was a couple of guys that worked in the shop that bought them. I really liked them. I just like the triggers just ass. I wasn't into manual safeties at the time. Now I am. I'm planning on putting one on my Glock 34. You know, just to fuck with Glock owners. Although I kind of need more left-hand guns, so sometimes I can't grip a gun with my right hand because of my CTS. R51. Smith & Wesson 500. A gun I will never shoot because fuck that. Model 53. Love to have that. Or that. Ugh. 49 parts on it. Where's the Glock? How many parts are in that? I think it's like 53? There's a Glock 19 somewhere. I like my 26. I like the Glock. XDM. I had 2 XDMs at one point. I had the XDM 5.25 9mm. That's the XDM 40, which is what I still have. Much preferred the 9, even though it was... It's a 40. It was built around the 40 because the 9 had all this extra material milled out on the inside. And it still had a good bit of flip to it. Whereas the 40 felt like the recoil, the felt recoil was there, but the flip wasn't there. But the 9 was the inverse. It was very little felt recoil, a lot of flip. Well, this is not built for the 9, but very reliable. Insanely fucking accurate. I never shot the 40 well, but I shot the 9 well, but I could be flinching. Czech Republic. Scorpion, I don't want that. Cool. It's cool looking. It's in 380, it's a little bitch gun, but it's cool. It's EZ52, I got one of those. I don't plan on shooting it anytime soon. It's a little awkward in the hand, but it's cool. The mechanism, it's really cool. I'd like to get that gun. Anything that's starred, I either own or I own something like it, like a civilian version. I'm gonna own one of those at some point, 941. If I can find one with a frame-mounted safety. Cool song. Beretta 92. Someday, maybe. I've shot them. They're cool. They're very accurate in my hands. Even though, like, the beater range gun, I'm like, wow, this is really accurate. Even double action mode, I did fine. I got a lot of friends in the military that bitch about them, but I don't know. I got small hands too. I'm sure I would probably struggle with it. It was my issue gun. But at the range, it was a fun toy. MP Garage. That's a weird looking gun. Oh, they're Russian guns. Okay. Why are they so weird? Like a 12. I can't get into them. I couldn't even get into the Vepr. Like, that was really cool. I like the bolt hold open. So I'm all about that. I like the... All my guns have similar manuals of arm, but it's like over 10 pounds. It's like twice the weight of my Mossberg. Although in its current configuration, my shotgun's like 9 pounds. South Africa. Huh. South Korea. Oh, that's a cool one. I don't know if that's South Korean design though. I know they built it. But I think they bought the patent from another country on it. Not mumbling. Cool, and if you ever see them fire on YouTube, they're cool. Soviet Union. But they have Russia and Soviet Union as two separate things. That's cool. Dishka. Makarov. I got one of those. Actual Russian Makarov, not the Polish one. Russian Makarov. It's the Bakel, but it's from this, I believe it's from the same factory. From my research, it indicated as such, but I can't confirm, but it appears to be a PM. They just got a rear target sight, which is laughable. I wish I had the Russian, like, military-ish one. There's a company out there putting out with grips for it that will actually release the magazine with a thumb lever. So the activates the heel for you. I shot it. They're really smooth shooting. I couldn't perceive the recoil. It was really nice. Oh, with the CZ52. Why is this so much money in this game? Like, they're still getting them for like a couple $100. Keltec. I hear they're reliable. They're not durable. The PLR. $8,000 EXP. I'll get that soon. Who doesn't want a Luger? I remember looking at a ton of them at a gun show, including the carbine. I didn't even ask to hold them. I was like, yeah, I'll know I'll never get it. 39 parts, Ruger LCT. Block 19. 42 parts, huh? They're simple. They're like one of those guns you can detail strip, you will get it back together no problem, unless you are an idiot. Okay, I'm very mechanically inclined. I do this stuff on a regular basis, so it's a little easier for me. Maybe the layman not so much, but probably wouldn't even be fun to do in this game. 30,000 EXP. Hope that goes down when I find it in the grid. 5.7. I've seen quite a few of them. They're still being manufactured, as far as I know. Got one guy that owns one. He just got it for the sake of having it. Like, I want it because they don't want me to have it. I'm like, that's a good reason if you got a couple grand lying around. I just don't see like 2 grand worth of pistol. They better come with an optic and shit. Of course, I used to own a FN. They're 45, not the FNP, the FNX. I had that, and I'm like, this is not $1,300 a pistol. This is H&K price without the H&K awesomeness. I was trying to trade it to a guy for a USP 45 tactical, and he was like, well, I want them both. I missed all the for sale threads on Facebook. This was a couple years ago, where people were trying to trade their USPs for FNs. I should have jumped all over that. I carry my USB cocked and locked, so the fat grip shouldn't be an issue with the trigger cocked. Flintlock would be cool. I think that was on Forgotten Weapon, the Mars pistol. That is cool. Mauser 1914. Dirty parts. See some pictures of this guy. Yeah, it's not a lot to it. Is it reliable? I wouldn't know. It's the caliber. Pocket pistol, so it's 9 rounds, 25 ACP. Ugh. It'll hurt. It'll kill, but it won't stop. You can definitely kill people with it. Sadly, related to people I know and family, a lot of. Let's say I know multiple people that have been. I didn't know, but I know of multiple people killed with 22 long rifle. I think 25 ACP is similar in ballistics. You don't want to be hit by it. First mass-produced semi-auto pistol. Probably not the first practical one. I can probably do the quiz now. I don't know what that gun is. Oh, what is that? I have no idea. I think I own that. I'm not sure. Easy peasy right here. Almost messed it up. Oh, that's. Oh, come on. How'd that unlock? Oh, shit. Fuck. Is it the Nabu Type 14? I gotta double check. Mauser 19. That could be the new Vacuro. Oh, fuck it. I'm at 2200. This is the highest I've ever gotten. It was a new Vac. Okay. Now I know. Learn by failing. But not in this mode. Just let the timer run. 7400 EXP. You've beaten your best quiz result. I think I read somewhere you can get EXP from the shooting range. I have just no interest. I'd rather just play a fucking shooter game. M14. I gotta switch playlists. I got something different. I didn't really care for working on that one. Maybe it's just I just don't have interest in that gun. Even like the M1A. That's a cool one, but good God, yeah, 2 credits? Yeah, no. That I really, really, really want, but 2 credits are a nightmare to get. Who doesn't want the grease gun? M3 grease. Which one is it? Is it the... Let me see if I can recognize which version it is. That's the original. Not the updated one. Does they move that oiler right there on the side of the receiver? They move that into the grip, I think. It's the updated one. Forgotten Weapon covered this really well. Cool mechanism. It's cool, man. Plus, I mean, Delta Force, that was the first weapons they got, were 1911s and grease guns. Just use what they had. They got what was cheap. And they got rid of the dust cover, I think? Oh no, they got rid of the charging lever, not the dust cover. That guy right there, that got replaced with that thumb thing. Yeah, thumb thing. Little, stick your thumb in there and cock it. So this lever here. Submachine gun. Version they have. Yeah, they got the original. That's cool though. Wow, look at that bolt. That is clean. Now the grease gun works. What? Bolt cover. Safety is the bolt cover. That's the updated one. Yeah, see, they get the little spot for the oil in there. Hand and butt holes lubricating oil. That's so cool. And the bolt has ridden all the way forward. Firing pin strikes. Huh. Know your weapon. So cool. Machine guns. Respector, I want just the full auto version. Oh, there's a UMP-45 in here. Oh, and the MP7. That's cool. I do have the MP5, which is cool. I think I was talking about that earlier. UMP-45 I definitely want. I want to see how it changed. Or what H and K did different. I do want the Sterling and the Sten. 50 parts. That's something you can make in your garage. I don't think I've gotten to it yet on the grid. The Sten. Over there. AMT back up. And Brits used to make some cool guns. And now I'm just sticking around. I don't care. What time is it? On the bed soon anyway. I don't see the Sten anywhere. Some paths are kind of blocked to me too because I don't have any credits. Like I definitely can't get that. Well, I might be paying for an unlock for everything. Like, I feel like grinding. I can get the Jericho now. I might do. I was right, I was gonna spend, was it 8,000 on the SK Menace? I can probably grind that out real fast. Super game with the Desert Eagle, there's no way I'm gonna Anyways, again, I don't know much about... I can't even do super game with the MP40, and I like that gun better, but... don't care to memorize it. Kind of thought about the Beretta. I'm like, it's cool, but I'm not gonna own one within the next like 5 years. Actually, I could own one in the next 5 years, not the next 3 years. I can guarantee that. So I don't have quick game mode. That I can probably do. I think this is the one where you have acceleration, right? Oh, that's super game. Never mind. This song's bitchin'. This does seem like a song that would be in like a gun advertisement video. Kind of understand this gun now, a little bit. Not much. I don't even think I've ever shot it. This is a perfect run. Oh, so far. I mean, jinx it. I don't think I'm gonna beat any of the times. I kind of lollygag too much. Camera angles and shit. I fucked up the... I forgot to put the... fucked up sniper mode, man. Here's why I always start with the mag catch. How can I not remember what game this is from? This is amazing. How do I not know where this is from? I gotta pause my game a sec. Oh, Painkiller soundtrack. I think that was on earlier. Ah, fucked up sniper. This time sucks. Oh, did I get the time? Came out time 1, okay. And I got 4th place. If I got sniper, I probably could have got first. Do it again. What's time to beat? A 418, and the other one's 307. Ugh. In regular game? Look how they have game in quotes. I can do it perfect. Get off right away because I'm gonna forget. Can't accidentally click the wrong thing either. This game is so me. A lot of parts for the mag catch. It works well though. Care more about rank than overall time at this point. There's a tip thing in the Steam guides on how to get everything faster. I think there's ways to speed up the animation. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look it up. Get my times faster. Break in. I think I'm gonna get the sniper. Achievement. I'm really focused, as you can see. Gotta be a way to speed up the parts. So as I see a skip button, so I'm gonna double check that, guys. I think I can get the times way down. I should be able to get that under 3 minutes. 348. I can do better than that. Top 3. Daily place 3. I already have that achievement. Can't see my Steam. Oh. Whoa. How to get crazy top times. Alright, let's see what this says. Disable autofocus. Already did that. Yes. Land activation. Activate parts through a keyboard choice. Pressing the space bar having a part activate will activate. Not only is it likely to improve your times, it may also prevent unwanted camera movement and double clicks that can occur. Lock camera. That'd be a way to speed up those animations. Yo man, what's up? Perks, how you doing, man? Sorry, I was really focused on getting that CZ75 back together. I still haven't disassembled my own CZ75 yet. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm like 14 hours in now. Yeah, I haven't heard from you in forever, man. I'm never in the Discord anymore. How you been, man? Yeah, I like this game. I got a good bit unlocked. Almost get my SKS, my first gun, the M5966. Been busy? Yeah, I'm in the same boat, very busy. I actually dropped down to a part-time day job because I'm trying to get my own business off the ground. I'm sick of working for the man. I made really good progress, and in these last couple of weeks, winter hit me and like murdered my health. So I'm feeling like shit, but I'm alive. It doesn't kill me, I just feel like shit. Yeah, I'm just broke as fuck. Trying to get the Twitch thing going, that's what I'm trying to do. Just doing restream.io for now. Hard to build up get it going on Twitch. I was doing okay for a little while when I was doing arcade games, so there's a little niche on there for that, but yeah, you and like Jose and Ace, you guys stay up way too late for me. I get up early in the morning to do work. Yeah, this game's fun. I don't know if this is really a game. I'm looking at this as like, I actually own like quite a few of these guns, so I like the... It does help you with the disassembly process a little bit. It doesn't tell you what tools to use though. I use half-ass punches and sometimes bleed. As early as midnight, ooh. That I couldn't do. I mean, earliest I was getting up was like 5 in the morning. I pushed that back to like 6:30. Because I like getting up at 5, but it was not conclusive to my own rhythm. 6:30 feels more in line. That's what I did this morning. Even though I only got a few hours sleep, I think just being up at 6:30 was good. I'm so close to unlocking a new gun. Jericho, I really want that. It's driving me nuts. I'm in the top 3 right now for fastest disassembly time, and it's driving me nuts. I want to be number 1. Just for a day. Desert Eagle. I can't do that one. It's too hard. The Merlin. Oh, 22. Oh no, 30-30. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. The Merlin 330. Switch this off. I want to turn the in-game soundtrack back on. Oh. Downloading There's a couple different. It was originally called Gun Disassembly, then Gun Disassembly 2, and now it's World of Guns, Guns Disassembly, I guess to be trendy. I don't know. Even this version alone, I know there's been a lot of updates. Like they changed this whole grid too. Lots of changes. It's on sale right now. Unlock everything for 20 bucks. I think I'm gonna get it. It says I can grind out the experience, but then they do. Yeah, it didn't look the same. Huh. I hate free-to-play games that have two forms of currency. They got one currency that's easy to get, and then the other you have to do all this special bullshit, and I hate that. I'm like, alright, just here's real money. Give me my shit. I want this SKS, like now. That sounds like a shitty version of saliva. I'm gonna mess with the MP40. Let's do game mode. You don't favor that either. Sadly, I don't remember what I said. Oh, two forms of currency, yeah. They gotta have a gotcha somewhere. Like some games like Dirty Bomb, it was like hard to spend money on it because I just enjoyed all the free shit they gave me. That was such a fun game. Loves Dirty Bomb. I think I got the Humble Bundle pack, that was it. I never got the starter kit. Gotcha, yeah. It's gotta be a gotcha. Like in this game, it's credits. You have experience points and then you have credits. The credits are the gotcha. It takes you at least like a month to get 3 credits. It's insane. I'm a working grown man. I'm not gonna wait a month for a single unlock. I'm trying to remember how... take that down. This gun's weird. It's like you wonder like why parts of these are so complicated, then you realize their machining and stamping process wasn't as refined as it was today. They couldn't make guns as simple. Am I currently playing Crossout? It is free to play but also pay to win. See, I like this because there's no pay to win. I give them money so they can keep putting content in it. So there's a gotcha, but I kind of see, because I'm looking at like what they do. I wish it was more educational content. That's what I want. Like what tools they use to remove the individual parts. That's what I want to know. There's shooting ranges and stuff, but that's dumb. You can level up, but then the paying people get you. Yeah, that was another reason why I liked Dirty Bomb. There were some advantages to having higher level loadout cards, but not really. Like if you were a shit player, the edges you would get were so minor. Because like on some of the default loadouts, automatically give you the most powerful sidearm. On like the default kit, you already had an awesome setup. Dirty Bomb did it right. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought Tribes Ascend did it pretty well. I know in M16 we just used the round to disassemble. This game goes into detail strips though. Yeah. I played it back in 2010. I got into, like, it was either the alpha or the very first beta on Tribes Ascend. Yeah, my friends were telling me the same thing, like, yeah, my PC can't run it. So it was Unreal 3 back then was pretty intense. M16. They have the M4 and the M16 in here, but I can't get to them. No, a detail strip on an M16, you need a lot of pins. Or punches or whatever. I've built 2 AR-15s now. There's a lot of little parts. The lower is pretty simple, but the upper gets tricky with the Loctite and the grease and all that shit, the barreling. I just helped a buddy barrel his AR-15 a little bit ago. I'm jealous of him. He's got 4 ARs now and 4 different calibers. I'm so jelly. I technically have 4 receivers, but I only have 2. I shouldn't even be talking. There's only one has a serial number. But the whole thing comes apart pretty easy. Are you talking about a complete upper receiver strip down? I'm talking about like taking the barrel off, removing all of the pins, moving the handguard. I helped my buddy put a handguard on the other day. That was a nightmare. You gotta get it in the vise. And every handguard, like the free floated handguards, they're all different. There's always Loctite. Yeah, it's all compression and pins, yeah. The grease is, but the barrel grease is toxic, so you gotta be real careful with that. Dude, I don't know if you've ever done this or seen people do this. Like my buddy's 6 Hour AR, we shaved down the gas block to put a free float over it. You know, the standard M16 front post sight, we shaved that down so we could get it under a really thin free float handguard. It took about 3 or 4 hours between a hacksaw and a grinder. Removing the handguard, fixture you need tools. Yeah. Yeah, the regular M16 handguard, I've removed those several times. They're a bitch. I've done a lot of work on it. I probably have like over 100 hours of work on AR-15s. Most of them not mine. But as long as, like if you're working on a buddy's gun, as long as your buddy is present, because we were technically doing some gunsmithing, that it isn't a violation. Because apparently, this is ATF laws. You can't, your buddy can't leave your gun with you and then do work on it. Yeah, I've seen some odd mods. Yeah. This is the in-game music. This sounds pretty good. I don't really do mods. I've done a little bit of gunsmithing, like cleaning up barrels, reshaping feed rants, but these were guns that barely worked as is, and I made them work slightly better. Like Kel-Tec guns are pretty shitty. Like, I don't mind working on them. It's also easy to play with the trigger and make semi right into full auto. I don't know about that, because you still have a disconnector. I've never run into that problem. But I've never messed with the angle of engagement on an AR-15. I buy trigger groups that are like already matched up, that have already been modified and like trimmed the angle of engagement adjusted. So I have mil-spec triggers, but they're way under 10 pounds. They're probably about 5. They're probably like 6 or 7 pounds. But they're really crisp. You can get those for about 30 bucks. I have several. Probably less than that, probably like 25. For just the hammer and the trigger with the angle of engagement already adjusted. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't have the patience to do trigger jobs. Not without tools. That's what the tensioning spring for the hammer can make it happen. I have stock mil-spec springs. I have a really nice trigger. They're also nickel Teflon coated. So it's real slick engagement. I can fire it pretty fast. But I don't know, my next project is going to be installing a binary trigger on a 9mm build. Basically make a subgun. That's going to be absolutely sick. Not a binary trigger. The Fostech Echo trigger is on my to-buy list. You run the risk of damaging the firing pin mechanism and adjust the fire in full. Yeah, I haven't fucked with trigger groups. My buddy was talking about it because he's got like a bone stock mil-spec trigger that's over 10 pounds. And I just told him, dude, just go buy something. That Fostech Echo trigger is going to be my next build, but it has a disconnector so you can't outrun the bolt. It's one of those binary triggers that fires a shot when you pull the trigger, and then it fires again when you release the trigger. And it's technically still semi-automatic because it's a mechanical action. Or it's a manual action. And the Fostech trigger has a disconnector so you don't outrun the bolt. Or have the hammer follow the bolt back. They're pretty sick. They're over 5 bills though. It's kind of selling some stuff so I can get it. Technically is all that matters. 100% true. Yeah, between that and now being able to shoulder the arm braces, I'm like, yeah, I'm building a short barrel subgun. That's technically, it's not even technically a pistol, it's technically a firearm. Because I bought the receiver as just a firearm. So I can make it into a pistol. I get all the technical, the ATF gotchas. I love those. MP40. Everybody trying to give me some NATO rounds. Well, that steel tip stuff, I can't remember. I can't remember the military designation. Oh, you mean like rounds out of a actual armory? Yeah, that might not go well. Yeah, what is this sleeve thing? This is some weird German shit right here. Firing pin assembly. See if I can do this right. Tube front, it's just a tube. You slide that one back. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing. Got penalized for that. Spring guide rod assembly. They're like tubes over the spring guide. From a military base, he has 150 unaccounted for. Ah, I hear about that. I hear body armor tends to walk too. Like there's all these level 4 plates on like Craigslist for no reason. I've seen them. I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying those. And my body armor was legally purchased. It's not mil-spec though. I don't like ceramic for my purposes. Yeah, that is so weird. I've never seen an MP40 in person. I'd like to though. uninstall rest assembly. And the way this barrel is installed is not kind of I do have a story, I don't know if I want to say it on there, about unaccounted for night vision goggles that I've seen. I know they are not in my possession, thankfully. I did not go there with it. But I saw the asking price, and I know the person that got them. So how about this? Generation 3 night vision monocle for $150. Does something sound fishy there? I got to use them too. I was like, holy shit. These are awesome. That's something I would like to have, some Generation 3 night vision. I use my buddy's Generation like 1.5. It just had like whiteout protection. I was like, eh. I think I can squeeze that up. Oh shit. That's the ejector. So far I've only come across one gun in here with the ejector on the bolt. That's the Desert Eagle. Pretty sure, I can't think of the rifle. I know some rifle that has it on the AR-15. Does the AR-15 have the ejector on the bolt? I feel like I need to go look at my AR-15, which is in a case on the other side of my desk. I can't even shoot my AR-15 right now. I had this really expensive charging handle that I sold for like 50 bucks, I think. Like, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure like the AR has the ejector right on the bolt. Because I was just disassembling the Desert Eagle in here and I'm like, holy shit, this looks just like an AR bolt. And I see the ejector on there and I'm like, this is a fucking AR bolt and a pistol. Why? I'm gonna do that gun next. I don't know if you've... I've seen Desert Eagles in person, but I've never like handled them and racked the slide and all that stuff. I just never interested. A direct gas impingement handgun. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Okay, I gotta take off this. I even have to disassemble the magazine. Oh, magazines have not changed much in getting close to a century. Alright man, cool, yeah. Well, I'll have to catch you in the Discord sometime. I gotta actually go in there, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. It was good talking to you. This would make me want to go work on my Glock project. Glocks are boring, though. Later, man. Right, there's screws under there. Which was easier to rotate the camera. Rotation is so awkward. Alright. Now I can take this wood handguard off. Takes the pins out for me. It's weird. Some guns do that for you. Others you gotta take the pins out yourself. That's a cool trick. I guess you pull it and then it just drops. That's the sear, right? Sear assembly. That'll just drop the bolt. It's open bolt. So. And it's weird. The actual recoil assembly looks really convoluted. And then you look at the trigger and like, wow, that's. I was expecting this really complex German thing, and then it's just like little simple assembly. Like all nice. Like, good God, is that receiver long? And how short is that barrel? I'm not too sure. It's maybe 8 inches, 7 inches, probably 7. Let's look at the specs, which aren't that great in this game. Like Wikipedia specs. Better off just going to Wikipedia. That's, oh, I got 3 parts left. I think off the top of my head, at the sights. Try something really. Try something in the stock. Oh, I knew it was something like real little. 2 parts? What did I miss? Fuck. Oh wow, I've been doing this for almost 2.5 hours. What is that? Ah, part of the frame. Fuck. I know it. I bet it's something in the receiver. No, I got the ejector. Like a feed ramp or something? Oh, this thing that I tried to take off earlier. 1. What's that one part? What the fuck did I miss? Is it like a spring attached to something that I forgot to pull off? I always forget that. Well, the stock is fully. That like I clicked on that like twice, and the whole thing came apart. One trick you can do if you're trying to avoid using hints is like click on like the frame or like the receiver or the frame and see if there's anything not blinking. This looks good enough. The triggers, there was nothing much to the trigger mechanism. There didn't need to be anything complicated. Even something in the barrel. Fucking complicated! German gun. Safe. Phase hint, I'm probably gonna get like no EXP. It's one fucking part. It's either enormous and I just missed it, or it's tiny and I can't see it. Where does this motherfucker be? Except the housing. The housing. That's the stock. Okay, if that's the stock, then what do you call this? The left eye, apparently. Shoulder leaf. Okay, now that I've... Oh, the extractor! Ah. Wow, that just sits in there? No pin? 12 minutes. Alright, we're gonna put that back first. Bolt grip, which is kind of complicated. The magazine. Okay, I always start with the trigger, although there's not much of a trigger to this. Trigger assembly. Sear assembly. Oh, there's no hammer, it's just a sear. That's so cool. Like, mimics the way you would push it in there. Game is fucking cool. Just slips that back on. But the most complicated thing is the recoil tube. That's just weird. And that's probably all steel too. So it's subject to carbon steel too, probably. So that's subject to rust. This screen's a bad idea. That's cool. I like that little takedown thing. That's cool. To watch everything. That's cool. Everything is cool. An MP40. Would it not be cool? Magazine catch assembly. So you just push. I'll have to watch the operation. So you just like push down. Oh, that's the ejector. I want to see that go in. Wrap loop. Safety ring. I don't quite understand that though. Muzzle nut. Bits I never care about. Not something armor is gonna completely take apart. Let's stick that back in there. A little bolt. It goes like that, and then like that. Coil spring assembly. Spring guide assembly. So weird. Oh, it's German, so yeah. German. Fuck, am I missing? Oh, on this part. I put it together quite quickly. Yeah. 15 minutes. Oh, I was kind of talking to somebody. That little kick pedal. That's the way I can get my SKS. Another 40s weapon. Or I can do the Liger. Then I'll mainline for the XTM. Let's do the quiz. That's the DP27. That is the earning high power. Should have been no question. That's the. It's not a Dishka. 799. It's not a Harper's Ferry. It's not a Nambu. It's not a Mauser 1914. That is. It says SR9 right on the slide. Oh my god, what is that? Papa Shaw, yeah. Maryland 336. Yeah. Just a brain fart. No, I got almost 10,000 EXP. I don't think I can get anything that expensive yet. Papa Shaw. That's cool. Did it at some point. Sieg. Sieg Sour. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy my gun. The whole point of this is to get all my guns. Not the Moab plant. That's the Prussian one. Ooh, the foul. That's the Tokarov right there. My friend's got one of those. I don't. But I never really had a desire for one of those. It's still manufactured too. By the Russians, by like every knockoff part country. 16,000. Yeah, I don't like them that much. I'd rather have a G3 anyway. Still cool though. Takedown's really cool in those. Yeah. Nice. That's more like an accident than a paint job. Oh, there's a Merlin 336 right there, 8,000. I'm gonna do a lever gun. We gotta do the Winchester 1873. Way cooler. Probably get that at some point, as I don't know much about lever guns. Unless I can get the LCR after that. Oh, there's the Maxim gun, 20,000 EXP. 190 parts. Not too crazy for a machine gun. Check that out. Here's a guy nobody wanted to fuck with. Oh, carriage. It's fucking cool. There's a vapor can right there. Is that an ammo can? There's a vapor can. Is it vapor? I don't know much about water jackets, honestly. It didn't de-link. I don't understand how it works. I probably don't understand. That's right, I wanted to check the specs on the MP40. What did I want to know? Barrel length. Muzzle velocity, that's pretty high. It's gonna have a decent barrel length, 10 inches. I'm debating on my 9mm, but I haven't stuck a barrel on it yet. I'm debating between 8.5 inches like the MP5, which is in here, or 10 like the Colt SMG, which is not in this game. That just seems like an optimal barrel length for if you're gonna run a suppressor, which I'd like to at some point. It's pretty reasonable weight, 5.5 pounds. I'd like to keep mine around there. The retractable stock is probably gonna be like 6.3 like that. Oh, 8.9 inches. Or is it something else? 5.7. It's actually like more like 9 inches, so I might as well just go with the 10 or I don't know. Owned by Heckler and Co. G3 Definitely want to build one of those at some point. Like build. I don't want to buy it. $18,000 XP, huh? USP. Why that's 30,000 XP? I have no idea. That can't be like a cool gun anymore, like a cool gamer gun. Can't be. Not anymore. Oh, well, there was one in Dirty Bomb. Looks like a USP 45 tactical. Alright, do I field strip this thing properly? Nice. Nailed that part. Alright, pull this lever back. Pull that out. Ah, I got this. I figured that all out by looking at it. And that part falls off. You never like just grab it, like it falls on the floor. Oh, I never pull the trigger group out. I never do that. Oh, fuck me. I've on this gun for like a decade and I didn't know how to do that. Oh, I never take the gas system out. I don't know this. That you need to do too. You need to clean that thing out. Fuck. Yeah, look at all this stuff I'm learning. Yeah, my buddy, well, he's not a buddy. He was a guy I bought a gun off of. Anyways, this is sleeved over something, and it got rusted, holes rusted into it, and it wouldn't cycle. So I'm sure when I do the disassembly, I might see what part rusted on it. Oh, yep, I got that. The guy that sold me the gun had to send me that separate because he couldn't find it. And I don't have the cleaning kit. And they're expensive to get on the surplus. I can find it. This makes me want to take apart my gun and clean it. This is my gun right here. Stop being lazy. I love this gun. My gun. Not made by the Soviet Union. God damn. Yugoslavian, come on, man. Give them some credit. Operation, I'm just gonna skip to this part. You can see the amazing safety right here. You can see that, see the little part right here? Just blocks the trigger. I gets the job done, I guess. Bayonet. Yes, I've used that on some targets. Is that grenade sight? Oh, not proper. You gotta close that gas valve right there for launching grenades. You gotta close the gas valve. That cycles the action. See, look, it goes through there. But whatever. The scope's interesting because that was a modification. But you see, it looks like it's supposed to go in there. That was. Yeah, that's not standard. You had to tap it. It's also kind of a shitty sight too. Extremely rare to come across one of those with the scope. It's the flip up for the night sights, which they didn't do the night sights. Hang on. I'm pretty sure there's 3 dots. I can go look. They're tritium sights too. They're obviously dead by now. Mine's from like the 1960s or 70s or whatever. Yeah, they're 3 dot. I'm almost positive. I haven't done this gun in a while. We should shoot it. Unload. Oh. Oh, come on, the action is not that slow. Get the fuck out of here. Reloading these things is fun. Oh yeah, someone stole my stripper clips and one of my airsoft guns. They happen to be in the same case. It takes a little longer than that to reload these. There, look at that hammer. It's simple. They don't really do the gas. I guess it's almost like in between long and short stroke piston. It's really cool piston action. Such a cool gun. I wish someone would make like, I don't want to say modernized version, but yeah, I do. Like the action's really cool and they're more accurate than AKs. Despite the abuse they tend to go through in the United States. There's the cool bullpup kit by Center Balance Rifle Systems. I might pick that up since I never shoot this gun anyway. Might make them shoot it. Or I might just buy a Norinco Bear Receiver. Oh, there's no cutaway. It never existed. No more unlocked, so I need to rank up 7. How are we doing that one hardcore? I want to understand it. I gotta understand my own weapons. I might own an FA at FAL someday, so I might work with that. Maybe I'll buy my buddy's Tokarev, but it's not Russian, so... No, actually knowing him, because he got a Nagant, the Nagant revolver. He might have got a Russian Tokarev, I don't know. He was really into that stuff. I'd buy that stuff off him, if he ever sells it. I doubt it, he's a gun guy like me, but he doesn't talk about guns. He really likes them. He's smart, unlike me. The daily puzzle. Is it midnight already? What time is it? Oh wow, it's 10:40. 9:46. Alright guys, I gotta get going. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. I think this is fun. I'm a total, absolute, I'm not saying gun nut. Gun nerd, I don't like all this. I'm a gun guy. I'm a wannabe armor gunsmith. All this stuff is just cool. I want to own more of this stuff, but you know, being broke and yeah, I have so much fun. Man, the new Steam View sucks. Now they got it's optimized for controllers. Just to tell you how long you were playing and stuff. I hate this controller setup. Maybe if I unplug all my game controllers, it'll be better. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming. Later, guys.